Hello everyone, I'm going to be starting out today with the Skoda T24 here. Slowly grinding this thing out. Fortunately it's not a very long grind, but today if anyone would like to do tank requests, feel free to request tanks. It's going to be pretty much like the last stream where I do mainly tank requests and mix in this tank plus the AMX 1390 a little bit here or there. Otherwise, if anybody wants to platoon, feel free to message me in game. I'm gonna platoon for the first half of the stream here. But nice to see quite a few of you guys are here already. Hopefully everyone had a good day. This is gonna be a little bit slower pace than last night's stream with Overwatch. That was pretty fun. Definitely change the pace here. Especially a change of pace for me. I've been cooking at home here all day. You might be able to hear Ryan back there kind of baking as well. We're having like a kind of pre-family Thanksgiving dinner here tomorrow, so I had to get some stuff out of the way. I don't know where I want to go because nobody's heading down here. Alright, it's just... I hate to completely ditch this area, but we kind of have to. Nobody's down there yet. Honestly though, I'm not sure how many people are going to be in the south. Like, I'll still push it if it makes sense, but not if there's going to be a lot of people down that way. So their IS is in the north here, which that helps out a bit. That actually doesn't look like they pushed many people south here. I don't think I pinned him. First tank down there. He's a goner. Yep. Oh crap. Got my engine. Oh frick, he got my engine again. Are you kidding me? HP, why you gotta be so low? He can 3-shot me, so it's basically comes down to the next shot for both of us here. M6 got me though. I was looking at the M6 and I'm like, I hope the Type 62 pushes out, but I stupidly kind of took my eyes off of that. Yeah, really, I should have pushed over to here. Oh well. Hopefully my team wins, but we're behind, so. Type 64. Yeah, it's fine with the caps. It just doesn't work request if you do all caps for the commands. They are they do take into account caps and not. Just catching up on requests here. Alright, so we have the M103 to start things off here. Go. Nice to see everyone that popped in. That sounds like that sounds fun, Graham. Then again, I sound weird. I like moving stuff around, honestly. Levi's gonna have back-to-back picks here. But yeah, our KV-1 sitting basically all the way in our base did not do us any favors, but meh. Okay, I guess I should act like a heavy tank, but we got plenty of people heading that way. The ST1 and the Tortoise is heading the 9 line. If the IS-6 had heavies, like every single heavy tank except for myself and the Tiger II is heading out over that way. I think we can spare 2 of us here. Yeah, I can see we're getting a little bit older. Moving stuff around isn't as enjoyable. I actually had to help my brother move a pretty big desk today. Not gonna come on, T69. You should pull back here. Will RNG let me hit you? Yes. Our Lorraine 40T just got 1 shot at basically. He's got no fire extinguisher. Oh, he's lucky. He's not dead, but now he is. Crap, I missed the M46. Hopefully our 9 line actually pushes, because most of their top tiers are on this side, which I just missed that guy. Crap. Yep. And of course I was spotted. I don't really like fighting in like a big heavy tank over in the center here. I knew getting myself too far into the 1 line, I wouldn't have been able to get up there in time. So having someone here in the center is pretty important, since otherwise we don't have anyone over here. But our 9 line, yeah. They're struggling to push through here, which honestly they shouldn't be. Like, it shouldn't be like a cakewalk, but they should be having some success there. I'm wanting this M46 to push out. There we go. Oh, nice shot. Crap. Of course he pins me. I was over angled, but I screwed that up. AMX 1390 screwed that up by pushing up too far. He was able to get hit by the other tanks sitting back there. Oh god. Yep, and called them tacos. I probably should have done a little bit, play a little bit more aggressive here, but at the same time, I don't get how some of our teammates died, honestly. Yep. M46 is able to spot me through those trees, can't see him. At this point, I'm kind of blind. So is the Ferdinand. Yep, it sucks, but yeah, he's able to do whatever the hell he wants, because I can't even spot him. That's just, I hate, honestly, that one little spot he's at. There's doubled up as far as the trees go there, so if you fire, you don't get spotted unless there's like a light tank or you're popping out a little bit. Oh well, he obviously knew how to exploit that area, and I unfortunately just got caught in the center and we had no teammates left. Anyway, moving along here. Hello everyone else that popped in here in the beginning. I'll tell Ryan hi if she makes her way over this way. Sure thing. So next up I have a grind request. But unfortunately the M103, all around it's a pretty solid tank, but its armor definitely leaves a lot to be desired. And I find, like, if you put, it has alright gun depression, but if you're on hills and there's any bit of your lower plate sticking, it's even weaker than, you know, you would like it to be. It's not going to bounce anything because it's sticking kind of up and it's not angled very much. Not really, John B. The British heavy line. It's not, nah. Autoloaders, you would have more upfront damage, like alpha, you know, because it's a pretty big burst all at once. The British heavies, until you get to tier 9, you know, even then the tier 9 and 10 the alpha isn't considered very high, but you have good DPM but very low alpha, and you don't always have a lot of pen, you know, beneath the tier 9 heavy tank, to where, you know, it's kind of funky at times. They don't work well against things with high alpha. Yeah, she's baking cupcakes, I believe. Yeah. They said hi. Huh? Go to bed. You can put Fabio. You can post it on our Discord. Any replays? Sometimes it takes me a little bit of time to look at them, but I usually watch the replays, post it in the replay section. That's a very nice match, though. Congrats. Maybe he's not going to take a shot at me. I don't think... Yeah, maybe I do have... I don't think I have 6th Sense on this, but I might. Oopsie daisy. Okay, one already shot, but there's still another. I need one of these other guys to move up. It doesn't make sense for me to push. It's like we have 5 of us out here, 6 if you include the T-54E1. We're able to do something here, but I'm not just gonna rush my little tier 9 light tank self out there. A little frustrating, which is why you usually don't see me head out to this side. I find it a lot more risky. Oh, come on, that second shot I screwed up. Yep, now I'm getting damage I shouldn't be taking, but finally an M46 pushed up. It's just... we lost 3 tanks already. They lost 0. I don't even know if we got much damage on pretty much any of their team here. A Leopard went right through the center. Yeah. Field lost. I was ready to push the field, but all of our tanks that were out there with me just decided never to push up until, like, the M46 just pushed up now, but it's a little bit too late for that. It's frustrating because we had good opportunities and just absolutely blew it over there. Yeah, penning this guy is gonna be a little bit out of the question. Of course, he's just sitting there waiting for me. That hurt, but really at this point, we're kind of screwed again. This, yeah, not too much could have done here. Hello, Dead Kennedy. And Gary, nice to see you. My 103 match didn't go too well if you missed that in the beginning. Hello, Dingo. Yeah, you can keep pinging the field, but nobody's gonna come and help you there. Everyone's dead. I'm not even sure. I don't have APCR loaded here. If I can even... No, he's gonna be able to hit me before I even pop out there because I was pointed the wrong way. That was just terrible. Pretty much though, Randall. Yeah. I need to... There we go. I need to turn my sound up a little bit. It was very, very low there on my end. I honestly couldn't I couldn't hear anything for the first couple battles. So I got a Luke's up here next here. So far though, yeah, we'll see how this match goes. I might throw a heavy tank in here next if I don't want to play like match after match after match of, you know, basically light tanks and just not being able to get anywhere. That's what happened the first match. The M103. Yeah. I'm glad I can help Dead Kennedy. Hello, Myrtle too. Which they're actually reworking this map here. More or less, it's gonna. It looks like size-wise, it's almost gonna double in size. Basically, what they're doing is what you see on the mini map here stays pretty much exactly the same. Add on basically out to where my mouse is. Another few sectors. Like they're gonna expand the, you know, sectors on the mini map, but oh lord, I done flipped myself. That's what I get for. This is not going well here in the beginning. What have I done to myself? Thank you very much for flipping me over, John. They're adding basically more field area. It's not going to be all field, but a lot of it's going to be open ground, and I think it's going to make the map a lot better. Which they're pushing. Whoa, lord, there's a TD here. And the frickin' TD hit me. Go figure. I don't think I'm gonna make it out of this. I'm gonna say I have a 0% chance of surviving. Oh, the A20 killed me. He flipped his tank around, but that yeah. I'm not having a very good day when it comes to games, it looks like. Honestly, you know, I've been cooking all day. I haven't played anything, but so far the transition from, I guess, Overwatch to World of Tanks has not gone well. And Churchill 1 is a little bit it's a little difficult to play, yes. Unfortunately, Dead Kennedy, I don't have the AMX-12T. Please take a look at my tank request list. It's in the video description. I don't have every tank in the game. Alright. Hello Gus, nice to see you. I'm gonna, before I get to the next tank, I'm gonna pick something that I can probably get a assault match in here. Well, let me know, Libobo, if you want to join the platoon. let me hop into 48 here. Then I'll get to the Type 64. Ah, very nice. Glad the KV1's working out for you. Honestly, you know, even though I'm playing the AMX 1390, I had that tank from when the line first initially came out. And I had to purchase it back just to even be actually, you know, I bought it when it was tier 8 and then, you know, it's switched to tier 9 now, and I had to buy it back because I was grinding out the AMX 30 before, you know, the light tank changes came about. It's, yeah. I don't have any tanks, you know, before it because I finished that grind years ago. And I didn't keep tanks back then. But next up, I'll get to the Type 64. Just trying to get myself a decent battle here so I can kind of kick this little funk. That's nice. I guess you're using... I'm guessing you're using the non-howitzer gun, but I could be wrong there. Probably.
Don't believe him, he's a faker.
Yes, he is. She's talking about the dog.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see where all these people are gonna pop up at. Do have an SPG. Our other flank is not looking so hot here so far. They did not gain any ground at all, which they're looking to majorly rework this map when the updated maps come out, but I have a feeling that it's not going to look anything like it does now, because right now, I've noticed over the past couple months, the map has drastically, like, it used to be somewhat fair between the two sides, you know, when it comes to standard battles at least, but the northern side has just been wiping the floor against the southern side here, primarily because people finally notice if you push the 1 to 3 side hard coming from the north, you have a much easier time to just gobble up that whole flank, and basically the enemies are stuck, you know, either defending hard, they can't push whatsoever, or they're stuck in the middle of the field. And people finally noticing that, you know, it makes playing from this side really difficult. Like, we just got completely annihilated there, but honestly, it's not even the fault of the people that tried to go to that flank. It's just a little bit imbalanced as far as the spawn spots go, because it's something you see time and time again, to where I'm really unlikely to even go to that side anymore. Like, I try it here or there. I tried it at, like, maybe last stream or the stream before, and pretty much died, or I just had to sit there and defend, basically right near my spawn. And it's, you know, it's unfortunate that they can't provide a quick fix for it, because that's not exactly what Wargaming does. I kind of wish they would do it though, but you know, it stinks when you're on this side. Which I guess I was chasing a shot I shouldn't have there. It just stinks when you're on this side though, because you kind of feel helpless in a way, because you're completely cut off from almost the half of the map there. Like sometimes your team gets lucky and the enemies don't push down from, you know, this area, but most of the time, you know, especially at high tiers, that's not always the case, and you're just screwed. It's unfortunate, but they had some pretty good. The one guy noted, you know, he said, look at their clans on the enemy team. I kind of look at the teams every match at the beginning, and I kind of noticed they had pretty decent players to where, you know, they did the right thing. They just pushed that side, took it, and it's pretty easy sailing from there on out. Like we're not, you know, we're not completely out of this, but it's pretty much over. Unless we get really lucky, which I just got full face of premium here, which, yeah, not too surprising. The IS-7 shot, you know, standard, but the matter of, yeah, that's yeah. I'm not even mad about that, but it's just shocking to me that when you're up by that much, that people still use, you know, full premium rounds. But yeah, like Nubala, you're completely right. Like, you know, this whole tactic for this map has been around forever, more or less, since the last time they rebalanced this a lot. It's just, at least from the North American player base standpoint, in random battles, it hasn't called on like a huge, like, wide scale for like just, you know, the average player, to where now you actually have teamwork a little bit more, to where people, you know, are pushing it almost every single match. But we tried our best there. It's just, you're still at a pretty big disadvantage from the southern spawn, because it takes you much longer to push up on your flank on the east side of the map, and once you get up there, it's actually harder for you to kill the enemy. You can't really pin them in the open as well as you can from the other side. The tortoise is up after this. Did you want to invite Lobobo? I'll shoot you one here. I'm not, but Cobra, I can fit you in. But yes, I do them in order more or less, unless I take a little breather there to kind of pick a tank. But I have a pretty good chance of getting a solid match. Hello Abdul, nice to see you. And Jordan. Best way to play the Churchill one is more or less, if you're top tier, you know, you can play it kind of like a heavy, but pretty much just stay away from anything with a ton of alpha damage. And if it's higher tier than you, stay near your allies. There's no secret, honestly, to playing mid tiers anymore. It's just hope for the best, stick as a team. You know, playing anything under tier 8, tier 7, or you can say tier 7, it's just, I went over it a lot last stream. The time to kill stuff is extremely low, so firepower, you know, you just die quicker, to where just stick as a group, more or less, and hope for the best. I have not seen Star Trek Discovery, Gary. I'm not gonna pay for a streaming service. That's pretty much the only reason I haven't seen that show. But I do like the Orville. I'll have to look at that thing you posted to Graham after this for Oopsie Daisy. Hello, Javier. Alright, I need to focus on driving here for a second. Doesn't look like they have much over here. Here we go, we got a couple tanks. That's all good, Jordan. But yeah, you know, there's no real trick, honestly, for a lot of tanks in mid tiers. It's just, yeah, you basically, yes, you can still, like, say, carry in low tier, mid tier matches and stuff, but when it gets to like tier 5 and 6 and even 7, more or less, you know, with Matchmaker, you're gonna have a lot of matches where you're not top tier. It just comes down to good teamwork, putting yourself in a good spot to help your team or feed off of your team, and, you know, really just not making any huge mistake. That's, you know, that's the best advice you can follow, more or less. Probably gonna get hit here, but okay, why are you not shooting at me? Gladly kill you, I guess. Thanks for not exploiting my weakness there. Or my mistake. Might as well just start shooting the hill since they're giving us shots. Well, until they all die. They're not doing a very good job at spotting the center here, I think. I don't think that T-29 can see me. Spread the love around here a little bit. I'll shoot the big box tank here. So he hides behind. A little bit careful here because I don't have a ton of shells as I guess waste that shot. But we should keep spotting things here. We just need that Type 62 to basically get back to right about there, I feel like. Should start moving. Small shot, but don't think he can spot me still. There's a building between us. I think I'm just far enough away to where he can't. Let me chuck some HE shells down here. I don't like my chances at pinning the T-34. Whatever. I shouldn't have shot them. The accuracy on this at long range is, you know, definitely a little bit lackluster. Alright guys, we can get this E-25 out. At least my accuracy is working when it counts, hitting this E-25. Go figure. Awesome. He's got the derp gun. And he one-shot at me. God damn it. Oh, are you kidding me? I was expecting to take 2 hits there, but he penned me on the first try. Oh well. I probably should have, honestly, waited to see if my Lorraine was going to push up. It looked like he's reloading. Or just afraid to push up in general, but I just kind of ran in there and went for it. Grigsby, personally, like, I really like World of Tanks. Obviously, I stream it a lot, but with the amount of people complaining about Tier 8, a lot of them are, it's, you know, more or less it's a vocal minority of people just complaining to complain. The new matchmaker, how they complain about Tier 8 getting shafted a lot, it still leaps and bounds better than the older one. Is it ever going to be perfect? No. You're never going to get matches where every single match you hop into like a Tier 8 or a Tier 9 is the same tier. It's just never going to happen. The where it's just people complaining to complain. But if I was honestly starting World of Tanks now, honestly, I don't know if I would get hooked on the game like I did when I first started. Because I feel like yes, let me know when you get back. I'll send you another invite. It's just balance-wise. The game has definitely... They're focusing a little bit too much, I feel like, on Tier 8 to 10. Specifically Tier 9 and 10. To where, yes, they're catering to like the long-term people that have been around for a very long time. Because that's where most people play. However, which, yeah, my oven is very loud. It just, to me, you know, Tier 8, Tier 9, and 10 is still the best part of the game. When it comes to balance, you know, in and out as far as match to match, you know, that's the best place that you can probably play. But that's just my opinion. But, alright, Cobra, did you want to... Whoops. Send you an invite. You know, I'm gonna play the tortoise here, but here we go. Then up after this, I got the Tier 10 back. But as far as Tier 8 in general, I don't see any problem with it. Honestly, I don't see why people complain about it too, because when you're facing off against 7s and even 6s, Tier 8, since they haven't been buffing the lower tiers, honestly, it wipes the floor when it comes to tiers underneath it. As far as like the step up from tier to tier, as far as like power level goes, to me, you know, the game's kind of bracketed into, you know, there's Tier 1, 2, and 3, and then Tier 4 and 5, but once you get, you know, to Tier 5, the jump between Tier 5 and 6 is, you know, it starts getting a little bit more spread out to where, you know, Tier 5s are definitely a lot weaker than a Tier 6. I know that they're weaker in general no matter what tier, but as you start getting up, it gets larger and larger until you get to Tier 8, and then there's less of a power gap, I feel like, from Tier 8 to 10. To where when you're at Tier 8, yeah, if you're fighting a Tier 9 and 10, it's, you know, it's fairly annoying. You're definitely like the small fry in a match. But when you're Tier 8 shooting at Tier 7s and especially Tier 6s, like most Tier 8 tanks, even if you're in like a medium, you can basically 2-3 shot almost every Tier 6 that you come across. Heavy tank, medium, light, whatever, tank destroyer. You know, it's a little bit of a balancing problem in my eyes, but anyway, thank you, Grigsby, for the tip. I need to stop ranting here. But it was a decent match in the Type 64. I could have did a lot better, or done a lot better if I had not dove in there and took a risk at the end. I just got nailed by that 704, and I shouldn't have pulled in front of the T-54 because he was shooting heat. I'm just having a little bit of trouble, honestly, focusing tonight. It's probably I was non-stop cooking. You know, I honestly, it's just my family coming over tomorrow, but it's kind of like zoned out from it all. Trying to help you, dude, but I did not want to shoot him. That was my main goal there. Hello, Jerry. Nice to see you. Honestly, it's a little tough for me when I'm playing like this to keep up with chat. I'm trying my best to. Come on, Jake from State Farm. We have people all the way in their base. I can't do it. I don't have enough HP. But we have people literally all the way in their base when we have no other flank. And yeah, it's just a waste of, what, 2 tanks pushed down there? He's sucking in a charioteer now too. Our KV4's. The reason why you don't want to push up that far, if that happens, honestly, he's going on my blacklist, because now he's... What? Literally, why? Like, why would you do that? But, yeah, that's just... I'm all for helping, you know, teammates out, but that just hurt us, because had I kept pushing up there to try to help them, all that's gonna happen is once they die, they're just gonna turn around and frickin' you know, kill me next. Where we're still somewhat even here. You know, we're down by 2 tanks, but it's definitely manageable. Fortunately, they have a frickin' Object 268 here, which I was hoping to get lucky and just frickin' splash him with an HE round, but I don't think I'm gonna get that lucky. Need to kind of forget about the hill. I feel like I can't spot him, so he's able to one-shot me. This is gonna be tough, unless this IS-3, nah, he has no HP, is able to do something. That's nice to know, though. He's shooting APCR. So I have almost... Oh lord, I would say that's a WZ-111-5A behind me. It could be the Object 2... Nope, it's both of them. Crap. Double crap. Yeah. And I'm dead. There's not too much you can do there. What is on my... Oh. What's on my t-shirt? It's just it's a peace sign. I have like, I have like 3 or 4 different kinds of these. But yeah, it's a peace sign for this one. As far as, here, this is a little bit better view of it here. So, I definitely have some different shirts though. This one's a little bit more plain now. Oops. Can't spell. but we tried our best. It's just rushing into that amount of tanks, especially high alpha tanks. Just I don't have any words for that. I wonder who this guy is. Ah. Hello, Brave. I guess, let's see, Cobra. Thanks for the match. Sorry, you know, we ain't gonna win. If you want a platoon, if Brave, just let me know if you want a platoon. Or if you're just saying hi. Hello. You can get bounces in a KV1 off a from a T29, Gus, yeah. Oh. Sorry, yeah, you're right. It is a yin and yang thing. Honestly, that goes to show how I'm off today right now. Oh, Lord. I don't know why I was calling it a peace sign. Jordan, that's you? Okay. Obviously, I need to drink a little bit more caffeine here. You called it, Randall. I'm honestly not even tired right now. I'm just, for whatever reason, I'm just, you know, kind of not able to really focus right now because I was kind of running in and out today, having to pick up different things for dinner tomorrow at our house here, but you know, just trying to get as much as I can done today so I don't have to worry about it tomorrow, since, you know, I'll be streaming tomorrow morning, but luckily our turkey isn't that big, so I don't have to worry about putting it in during a stream or something. I can do it afterwards. Okay, their Kronwagen and T-22 actually, they pushed the peninsula. I can push farther now. Yeah, I had about 20 minutes before, or between getting finished what I needed to do as far as like cooking and getting on the stream here. So I didn't have much time to kind of like decompress. Right, I thought this IS-3 was gonna be behind me. I took one shot more than I wanted to. At least I'm still alive, it's just he slowed down. I don't mind Himmelsdorf honestly being high tiers. I think it's probably one of the smaller maps that does work at high tier with high tier tanks. But honestly, you know, if they remove the smaller maps from high tier gameplay, we'd be left with half the amount of maps available. I think some, mainly mines, don't work, which I think the reworked mines does work, just because there's a few little changes that will make it a little bit more high tier friendly. But usually small maps, when it comes to high tiers, the only thing it hurts is more or less if your team does not take ground early on, because view ranges are so high. It's very hard to come back from that. But the maps in general, you know, more or less I feel like work at high tiers. It's just, you know, Himmelsdorf, it's completely fine. It may seem small, but the main problem we had in that last match is just we had 3 tanks basically press W, go right up the center into their base. That's a tier 1, like your first match mistake. And to have people do that at tier 8, we had, what, 2 tier 8s and a tier 10 do that. It just, there's no coming back from that. Lost a lot of HP, but hopefully that helps my team enough. Okay, Jordan. Yeah, I thought I'd ask though. But nice to know your username now in game. But the reason Himmelsdorf, like Graham said, it plays bigger than it is. It's not just, you know, it's not flat. You have that hill area to where, you know, the hill, a lot of people think it's the most important part of that map. It depends on the specific match, but the hill does make it play a lot bigger than it seems because, you know, you add a little bit of elevation into the mix. The Malshin honestly is the one screwing me up here. Okay. Out at their arty. Ooh, I got lucky there. I tracked him. Don't know how I survived that. Really, Artie? You're gonna be looking at me. I hope they can kill this SPG. I'm actually gonna start shooting this way. Alright, that guy's out. Sorry I couldn't help you, Lobobo, over there. Crap. I can pen... Maybe I can't. I'm like, I can pen the turret here. We're only up by 2 guys. Don't do anything too reckless. I would honestly say though, the maps that don't work at high tiers, okay, I need to help these two. Comes down to mines right now and also airfield. I think those are the 2 worst offenders. After that, I would probably say Ensk. I got myself a little bit too close. He spotted me. Waiting for him to fire. Yep. Crapola. Ooh. I actually don't have a full clip left with AP. If we all just pile on cap, we should have this. Somebody... I'm gonna hide here. We finally won! Hey, it took both of our flanks to be able to get this one. I could have pushed sooner. I just didn't see that they had that many tanks on the peninsula. Got a mastery badge 2nd class though. Top damage and yeah, they're mousing to camp the base. Honestly, he did the right thing. It doesn't sound it doesn't sound, you know, correct for me to say that, you know, him camping the base was the right thing, but in a tank that slow, and his team didn't put nearly enough tanks that they needed to in the center, or specifically on that hill area. If he had pushed out from his base there, we would have been able to kill him. I could have killed him at least like a minute earlier than we did there. Where he got a pretty good amount of damage just sitting back there, which usually is, you know, just empty damager, but he held us back almost, you know, I know he wasn't there alone, but almost single-handedly he held that together longer than it would have if he, had pushed out or went to the peninsula, so on and so forth. Nice. Heavy tanks, they're definitely, I would say, the most, solid tank class, more or less, as far as, the average match you have in them is usually better than, say, lights, where you can have really up and down matches based on the map or the team. Same with mediums, tank destroyers, stuff like that. SPGs, though, I would say too, they're probably the, game in, game out. I'm trying to be a little bit politically correct here, because I know a lot of people hate SPGs, but SPGs are probably I was gonna say the most fun across all matches to play, but the least frustrating to play, I should say, SPGs. Which we should be seeing, I believe, it's either tomorrow or Friday. Super Test, I believe, begins for the next patch. So what is kind of being tossed around for the next patch here. And with that, sometime next week, I believe the test server would open up, the public test server. And I believe they're shooting for the first or second week in December for the patch. What's being thrown around here is basically the Badger tank destroyer, replacing the FV215B 183. That's going to be coming. The Object 430 line is going to get that rework. There's no free tank with that though, so you know, not like you have to rush to get anything there. Also, the new French heavy tank line, and basically think like the Tier 8 Liberté, the AMX M449. That's going to be coming. And outside of that, I don't think the new graphic render for the maps is going to come, but basically 3 big reworks. The only other thing that it's a possibility, I don't think it's likely though, because it's very unpopular, is the rework for the Object 263 line, excuse me. And I had my lines messed up there. The Object 263 line, apparently, people are, at least on the Russian forums, which, is honestly, when it comes to getting feedback from Wargaming, they listen to them the most. The Object 263 line is very unpopular, the changes that they have, planned for that. Basically swapping that out for a new Tier 10 and then down tiering a lot of different tanks. I probably should have used my repair kit, but we'll go here. I'm one-shottable now, and I'm trying. It's just I swapped the APCR here because I need to land every shot, and I don't even think that's going to be enough. Just trying at this point to shoot the ground. Yep, that done us in there. That does not help doing that, dude. Oh my god, 0 damage. I'm dead. Oh well. I did almost 1,000 damage, but here's the hoping. Which, wait. The guy sitting all the way in the back next to our SPG is the one screaming like that our team's doing something wrong. Now, I can get to the PZ7, Alex, once I get through the requests that are before it. I can do that. Like, going to this spot, whatever. you're entitled to go there. However, in the beginning of the match, you know, even if you want to end up at this spot, do your team a favor and yourself a favor. Either push here, get some shots this way, push here, or even further out a little bit more and get shots over on this side. Then feel free to run back, sit at the edge of the map. You'll get more damage, you'll help your team out. If things start to go south, that's when you kind of fall back to your, I guess, your sweet spot. But sitting there in the beginning and kind of, you know, yelling at your team for not covering a spot, or, you know, leaving a flank open, losing, that honestly, it's pretty rude. So see you, Gary. Have a nice night. Sorry, my M103 match in the beginning wasn't too great, but maybe I'll try another one tomorrow on tomorrow's stream. All right. Hello, Jay. But if anyone has any tank requests, you know, feel free to request some more tanks here. I still have plenty of time in the stream. Hey, there's been a lot of arty floating around, so I have a feeling we've been seeing more arty because of the missions, the marathon grinds that some people might, if they're going to be playing, say, a ton of battles to try to do these missions. I feel like some people would just kind of, for lack of better words, half-ass playing a ton of arty matches in a day that are where they can get like a decent amount of damage each match instead of having like highs and lows. So, but it's just a thought. I don't even know what I'm at as far as any of these marathons. I don't have any real intention to, say, purchase the tanks just because I own them all in the non-black versions. But if you don't have a premium as far as tier 8 goes, or you want one of the three, they're not bad to pick up if you get them for a reduced cost. I think getting them for free is, you know, you might stress yourself out doing that, especially if you go for more than one. But more or less, you know, they're not bad deals when Wargaming does this. Thank you very much, Grigsby, for the tip there. What do you mean? Do you mean you're looking for tier 8 premiums for the Russian medium and heavies? Hello, you're Burr, nice to see you. I can't pen an AT2. Thank you, guys. That solved that problem. Be careful, because last time I played this, I got one shot by a derp gun. I can pen him reliably in the turret, but I swapped over to APCR there thinking I was going to bounce. Already, I'm gonna leave, but never mind. Nicely done, whoever just did that. Ooh. Stay right there. Oh my god. Alright, so my aiming's a little bit off. Right, those SPGs should be taken care of. I'm just gonna randomly shoot if, you know, I'm able to actually hit any, but I don't think I'll be able to. Okay, I thought he might come down and get me, but nope. Usually I would just plot myself on a cap, but we're so far ahead that up to tier 6. I can do one tier 6 match if you'd like. Why don't we do it and probably do it next up here. Let's get more damage to make this grind go faster. And I bounced, but all right, battle there. I can do a tier 6 just for a fight here. Thanks, John. Let me send you Alright, so Levi has a pick here. Why don't I play the poodle? Oh, you're in a game. Uh-oh. Okay, sorry about that. False alarm. We'll do it after this then. So I'll send you an invite after this battle then. So let me do I'll do the type 5 heavy, and then I'll pop into a tier 6 after that. But if you're looking at tier 8 Grigsby, as far as German or Russia, if you're looking in the tech tree, like strictly speaking, tier 8 tanks, you know, the VK4502A is pretty good now. And if you're just strictly speaking heavy and mediums too, this is very slow, but this also performs well. Tiger 2, I would say, kind of steer clear from that. Panther 2, likewise. Indian Panzers, not bad, but you know, there's nothing too interesting about it. For Russia, I personally like the T-44. 416, this line's getting changed. I would, you know, wait and see. IS-3 is probably the best tier 8 pick, I would say. The armor isn't always the best, but I'd probably say out of all the tier 8s, go IS-3. Then after that, I would probably say yeah, I'd probably go IS-3, the VK101P. Then you have the VK4502A, which is kind of a blend between a heavy and a light, or a heavy and a medium. T-44. If you had to, which, hello Mojo, nice to see you. If you are talking premiums, then that's a different story when it comes to premium tanks. But as far as the tech tree, honestly, the IS-3 is probably your best pick at tier 8. Thanks for pointing that out, Randall. I'll do a raffle here. There we go. Getting a little bit faster at getting these off. Of course, we're, you know, all in like the slowest freaking tanks. Which honestly, it's not even full again, which is weird. Or wait, maybe it is. Who knows? No, it isn't. Lord. Hello, Rajesh. Nice to see you. Which, and Casper as well. If you're looking, for anyone looking to pick up premium tanks, you know, if you have some already, I would say at this point in the year, you're better off waiting. We're getting close to Thanksgiving. We're also getting close to, you know, the holidays around Christmas, to where Wargaming almost always has pretty darn good sales when it comes to this time of the year. So your best bet, which I just got penned. I don't know how. Oh, he penned me through the freaking little hole there. Oh my god. I would say your best bet, you know, unless you are like looking to get your first. All right, go figure. Why don't you just pen me on? Yeah. We're just getting hammered with freaking gold here. Oh, I don't feel bad throwing gold HE at them. But, yeah. Premium tanks, I would hold off buying any, honestly, unless it's like some limited time thing and you have to have it. Even saying buying premium accounts and gold, you can save yourself quite a bit just waiting for Thanksgiving and Christmas. Accuracies are a very big problem here, which all the guys back here are not helping out. They're set up pretty damn perfectly. If you look at their tanks, they're just set up in a, you know, what is it, like an echelon line, and yeah, every single one of them can fire, and we have everyone hiding behind rocks, not peeking out, except for, you know, the three of us here. Nicely done. Never hit him. But unfortunately, in the Type 5 here, the armor, you know, it's still pretty damn good, but he's a goner. It's just so many people either throw HE or specifically premium at you that you just get. I'm trying to get up here to help. Be nice. We need another. Ah, crap. He got hit with HE. But yeah, it's not too much you can do. If I angle too much, you know, the mouse. The mouse is much more solid when it comes to armor. The Type 5, if you get close up to the thing at tier 10, there's almost always somewhere that you can penetrate it. Especially when you factor in premium rounds, but it went from being... It's still pretty darn good, but it went from being, you know, this big block of armor that you can't punch through, which congratulations, Randall, on winning the raffle, to, unfortunately, now that they added in, they're granted they just toned them down by like 10 millimeters, 20 maybe at most. Those small little weak spots on the front, on the Type 5, to where you basically have spots to where once people get close up, they're able to pen you over 50% of the time. So anyway, unfortunately for us there, that yeah, that didn't work out. Right, I really wish we were on the other flank, because having, you know, having what, 2 Type 5s and a PZ7 over on the open field side, we were pretty much just we were pretty much stuck just sitting behind rocks. But I don't know. I'm having trouble just forming thoughts tonight. But I'm probably gonna platoon after this. We got maybe 2 or 3 more battles, and then I'm off to. I'm gonna solo and add in some more grinds a little bit too. But all right. Levi's having a dream back there. Definitely got the short end of the stick when it came to matchmaking. I'm actually a little hesitant to go where I usually go. Scouting beach, that's an oxymoron. Oh Lord. I'm just looking at their team, and they have a lot more tanks that are probably going to play the 8-0 side. And of course our team is going to the beach. It's not... At least in the beginning. But... Hey, they killed somebody. Hopefully, you know, the beach usually does not work, but if they can push off of the beach, then that's another story. Whoops. That Type 64 that ended up spotting me there. I can't pen that Thunderbolt. But the only reason I said we should play it safe is we had one Cromwell kind of out here with us, and fortunately, just the likelihood of us getting against a tier 7 or a tier 8 here is much higher than I'd like, but at this point our team their beach push did not really work out very well. See if I can get these guys to try to push in on me. But the reason why you don't go to the beach is it's pretty darn impossible to push off of the beach unless the enemy team, you know, is taken out and dealt with beforehand. But at this point, we don't really have any choice. If we don't move up here, we're not going to be able to do anything. Looked like it was gonna hit him, but I'll take it. This we're really fragmented right now. But, okay. Crap. M41 definitely saw me. Stay away from that IS-2. But yeah, at this point we're kind of screwed when it comes to tanks. We're down by what, like 6? Crap. Usually how I find this map plays the best from the southern spawn, you definitely want to, you usually don't see me sit there, but you want at least like 2 people in that kind of TD Overwatch spot near your base to where you can shoot up the 3 to 4 lines and even into like the 5 and 6, but you don't necessarily want to put too many people on the beach or into the center here. You just want, you know, a couple people around here to spot. But I find taking this area and pushing here and forcing the enemy team to stay near their base, you know, is much more effective than trying to push the beach. And we kind of pushed all in the center too, and they ended up losing a lot of tanks. Hello Andrew, nice to see you. And see you Casper, thanks for watching. That's all good. Alright, so no problem. Thanks for the thanks for the battle. Send you an invite again. Got a couple more battles here before I'm gonna switch over. Okay, I have a T95E2. Not played this tank in a while. I'm fairly sure. I don't even remember if this is preferential or not. I honestly forget. Oh, it is non-preferential. That's what I kind of remember. At first, I'm like, does this have? Only because the pen on the gun is pretty low, 181 on the standard round. But yeah, it is full matchmaking. Hopefully, this is a good match for the first one out in Lorraine. I'm gonna need these heat rounds. I'm just looking at that enemy team already. Basically the IS-7, T110E4, Malshin, WZ-111. I would even say the M46 Patton, T30, the VKs, T34-2, the TD. I can't penetrate any of them from the front. This is basically the reward tank for if you refer someone to the game. They either have to get to tier 10 or you platoon with them, I think, for 1,000,000 experience. Alright, little bud? Unfortunately though, you know, it has pretty good DPM for the tier and decent on the move accuracy, but the penetration is a little bit lackluster. This is a little bit scary right now because our team they have a ton of heavy tanks, like very slow, heavily armored heavy tanks on their team. And our team's pushing into where they're all going to be heading to. They're in the south. So, hope this goes well. Well, Overlord, they have a reworked version of it. They've had it done for quite some time now. It honestly feels very recent. Sorry about that. I was just driving a little too close to where they can spot me. But they've had a reworked version of it that fixes the whole beach problem for about maybe 4 or 5 months now. It's been completed. I don't know if it got ported over to the reworked graphics for the new maps, but done with. Like, they just need to pull the trigger. But they've kind of held off on rebalancing everything until this new render's out, which has been holding everything up. If you guys hate getting hit by premium rounds, you should probably get away from me. Speaking them, I'm not gonna shoot you in the back. One to fire. And I definitely did not pick the right time there. You got a really nice roll too. 428 damage. Yeah, it's not necessarily, you know, like, performance-wise, it's not that great of a tank. It's mainly just, you know, hey, I have this tank factor. I don't want to push on these guys, but at the same time, it's pretty risky. He's trying the whole wiggle thing too. Like, I can pen his cupola, but only if I hit it dead on, more or less. And that's even with heat. Blowing through credits, essentially. Well, I'm saying, or I'm thinking, the rework maps, it's less and less likely it's going to be the patch in December here. The super test is slated to start in the next couple days, apparently. But I don't think the new graphic render's coming. It'll be the first patch of next year. I picked the wrong time. At least he missed me. Been long enough, you know, our corner got crushed, which isn't too surprising, but we gotta do something here. You guys probably mad that I'm throwing pure heat at him, but it's what I gotta do. Like, I can pen his lower plate, but alright, this is gonna be probably painful. And of course I bounced. Thank you for killing him. I was just gonna auto aim and run this way. There's a lot of things pointing at us since most of our team is dead. I hope. Very nice. The SPG's out. Oh, Lord. Yep, I was hoping that wasn't gonna happen. And the Mousen's got me now. Frickin' TD was sitting right behind that one little bush there. Oh my god. I don't even know if, unless nope, he's not side on. I can't pen him, like, in my wildest dreams here. I don't even think I can pen his side turret, to be honest, with my heat round. But at this point, he took a shot and already killed me. 1600 damage, but I probably lost so many credits there. Hello Azul, nice to see you. So let's get into a PZ7 for the next request. After that, I'm gonna start soloing here, just for the end. Hi. Where are you going? Oh.
He fell off of his chair and he can't get in the house.
Okay. I'll see you in a bit. Got an SPG request. Sure thing. I could make a joke there to where he said any SPG I like. Ask that to a lot of people and you might not get a response. Well, the accuracy, it feels better than it actually is with the T95E2, but it's still the penetration thing. I'll tell Ryan Hive when she gets back. She's go help her brother with something. But it's just, it's the penetration problem. Like if you're up against tier 8s and 9s, it's a pretty good tank. But go here. Oh my god, there's 4 SPGs. I'm heading into the town side over here just because this does not fight very well in the center. I can kind of like camp in there, like not push onto their side, but there's no upside in me going that way. There's actually, I would say, too many grand battles at this point. If you notice, every single match, they're not full. If you count the teams here, yeah, none of them are full. It's not 30v30. I don't know if that's a bug or it's something they had to do to get them to work on the North American server, but I've noticed every single time I've gotten a grand battle, after they put a micro patch in to make them more frequent, none of them have been actual 30v30, I believe, except for one. Because that one stream, I think 1 or 2 times ago, I got like 2 or 3, I think, in a very short time frame. But if you have him enabled, you'll actually see him, I'd say maybe, if I had to guess, maybe like 25% of the time now, if you're playing tier 10s. If you're playing during like prime time. We should have a lot more tanks than them over here. Never a definite when you're dealing with this many random people, but that's what it should shake out to be. These don't have heat loaded. You probably do. Oh god, there's an E4. Found them. I found them all. Maybe they all came over here too. You see, like we spawned in the center and we made our ways over here. That's, you know, that looks like what they did as well, which so far is, I find it a lot safer to play on the fringes than to play in the center. Uh-oh, they got Labobo. Barely caught his side there. Unfortunately now, we're a little bit outnumbered. Hopefully we have a couple people in the center that can come and help us. Okay, we're doing better now. Crap. Forget about me, E3. Okay, got my engine back. Got him out. I was a little bit late. I was trying to get out there because that E4 I know can you pretty well. Just start getting some tanks out here. A little bit worried about him, however, need to deal with the guys right in front of us right now. Size 7, he's not paying attention to us. Try to get up here. Shoot me, shoot me! Crap. Sorry about that, John. Trying to get those two other guys out quickly. Didn't exactly pan out. If they want to hit me, they've got to hop out of cover almost, almost completely until their RD gets killed. Part of my backup. Crap. Got him out. Uh-oh, that's not good, Lobobo. Don't break your keyboard. Ah, Lord. Once I clicked that, I knew I made the stupid mistake there. And of course, he shot me right in my engine deck. That's smart. Go. I should have shot there the first time, but this bat's gonna... Maybe not. I thought he was just about to end me. I don't have my engine. The problem here. Oh, Lord. Hope it's wireless. I can't believe I didn't even miss the first shot in the type. I chose the lower percent chance for me to pet him with shooting the cupola, especially close up there, shooting up at it, rather than just shooting one of the whole weak spots that give me a much better chance. Yay, I got my engine back. It's the second time it was knocked out. I should be safe moving up here. Labobo. Hey, I'm in the same boat. Granted, this match is going all right. I feel bad though. I could have helped you there a little bit sooner at the end, but I waited to push on the E5 and the IS7 a little too late. Thank you very much, Azul, for the tip. But I haven't exactly been playing all too well. Alright, that 50B is somewhere, I would say near Bravo up here. But at least we're going to get a W here. We did a pretty good job pushing. We're the ones that pushed the town there. Like, there was a few people up higher than us and around us, but the three of us kind of dove right in there and stopped them from spilling into it. I don't think I'm going to be able to get to this 50B in time. I can jump off a cliff and try to shave off 90 HP. But hey, we got a W here. You got a mastery badge first class out of all that, and 15 bonds to boot. Most amount of damage. Their type 5 was doing a pretty good job at their team on just staying alive and derping the hell out of us. But yeah, overall, and I lost some credits too. But that was a pretty good match there. Thank you very much for the fights though, guys. Especially, you know, I was definitely stinking it up a little bit here too. But it was tough for us. We had, I don't even know how many matches to where it was like over in the first, you know, not to say first seconds, but it was over pretty quickly just from a few people just, you know, rushing out and dying even before any of us could get up to the fight. But it happens. That's when you pop down to a T1 Cunningham and feel almighty. So alright, let's we got what, the PZ, or no, not PZ, the Panther M10 here. It's next up on the list. All right, top tier. That hasn't happened that much. My favorite thing about that's strange. Did you just delete your message, John? It says it was deleted by Google moderator team. That's strange. So all you did was post a custom emoji. I definitely didn't do that. But that's probably my favorite thing about tier 10 is just matchmaking. That, you know, you don't have to take into account. You're always top tier. Whether you're against all tier 10s or you have some 9s and 8s sprinkled in, you never have to worry about facing a tier 11. See you, Graham. Thanks for sticking around. Hope you have a nice day tomorrow. Huh. I would say try to post it again. That's weird. I do have the bot, basically every YouTube live streamer now, there is an automatic chat bot that I do have clicked on to where basically over time, Google essentially has went a little too crazy with AI over the past few months here. They have monetization, which a lot of people, if you look into it, are complaining about it. Like some of my live streams get flagged, honestly, too, just based off of having tanks in the title, because it's, you know, deemed to be violent. But I appeal them, and I have enough views to where someone manually reviews it, and, you know, they pop it right back on within a couple hours. But they went a little heavy with the AI here to where it's learning over time to where you can click it off to where it automatically filters some stuff in your chat. I think it might have been that. But yeah. Future is here. Me penning all these shots is not going to last very long, which I'm using a bit of APCR here. It's mainly meant for this KV3 once he fires one more shot, but I'll take a shot for my teammate and be a good teammate there. Just track him now. I'm gonna wanna hopefully not get hit here. Oh my god, how did I miss that? That works too, I guess. That would be nice. But it's kind of funny that, you know, not that I'm very old here, but not to sound mean compared to some of you guys watching. But I remember being a kid and like it seemed like it was so far in the future to where you have like, not that AI is like that intricate right now, but compared to like what growing up in the 90s for me, like I remember, like for me it was dial-up internet to where, you know, you couldn't freaking go on the internet if someone had a phone call or, you know, something like that. And it still boggles my mind, some of the stuff that's going on. Hell, even my grandparents on my mother's side, when I go over to their house, I stop by at the very least once a week and like bring them food and help them out. Seeing them on their iPad, because we bought them one and they played Words with Friends and like casino games, like free ones. Seeing them on an iPad is just like, well, like what the hell's going on here? Like I remember the Jetsons. I watched that growing up. Granted, it was all, you know, it was mostly just reruns reruns for me. Alright though, I'm gonna start another raffle here. Winner's gonna get 900 Levi biscuits. Most people that are sponsors know, but for anyone that is wondering what the plus 100 LB little emoji is, It's somewhat new to where whenever I have a mastery badge first class or an ace tanker match, essentially the ones that, you know, I put stuff in the chat bot for Levi Biscuits now. Anyone that's a sponsor has access to that little emoji. If you post it in chat, I up the raffle amount for each hour. So if I go like 3 or 4 matches in a row with first classes, people are gonna win a lot of stuff when it comes to the next raffle. I remember that noise very well, Andrew. Thank you very much for tipping Levi a biscuit here. I still remember, this is gonna be probably a bad joke, but here you go, little bud. He's actually in love. This is a new bag of, they're called, not to promote here, but Yummy Chummies. He freaking loves them. But it's a new bag and he's like freaking out, running around in circles when I come in here. I still remember playing outside as a kid, you know, compared to compared to nowadays where that's kind of frowned upon. I feel like that, yeah, that was bad. That was a bad joke. Thank you very much, Grigsby, for the tip. Glad you liked the M10 match. Which, feel free, guys. I probably have, you know, I have time for a few more requests here if anybody wants to request some more tanks. Like, I'm going to be throwing in the Skoda T24 and AMX 1390 a few more times here. But, I could probably take on, you know, 3, 4 other requests maybe. Thank you very much, Robert Klaus, for the subscription. Your message probably did go through. Sorry. I just I keep forgetting I have, you know, messages on purchases now. I need to switch over to that. Right now I have my raffle screen up for Fussbot. I only can do one screen at a time, unfortunately. And since it is, you know, it's just one guy developing it, I actually can't even resize the screen. It's like stuck at a certain resolution. Kind of irks me, but you know, that's kind of nitpicking where I can live with that. Uh-oh. I've never been afraid of a DW2 until now. It's just this tank, you know, you don't have any armor in the thing. There is an SPG too. I gotta be careful. I loved Stargate SG-1. I'm actually still a little bit bitter at the Sci-Fi Network for canceling all the Stargate shows. And now they're trying to reboot, I think, the movies and redo it into what the person that, I think either the book or did the movies envisioned the series, something like that. I don't know. It's something petty, essentially, in my opinion, but at least we'll be getting new Stargate movies, I feel like, in the next few years. Unless that kind of went out the window. I think it's still on. Not aiming my way. Of course I hit his track. I'm actually gonna head back to base, just to make sure. Let's say I never got into Star Trek. And Gary asked earlier on a Discord if I've seen the new one. The only way I'm ever gonna watch that is if CBS takes that off of their streaming service. I may be young, but I don't do the whole streaming thing. The most I have outside of just like cable is HBO for primarily Game of Thrones and John Oliver. Outside of that, though, I don't really care about Netflix and all that hoopla. Just more money that I don't have time to watch, you know. I barely have time to watch the shows that I watch on cable now. Ryan and I will be watching Oak Island after the stream here. I don't know if anyone follows that show. I know a lot of it's like long and drawn out, but I've always been intrigued about the whole Oak Island mystery, which apparently they've found. Congratulations, Mojo, on winning the raffle. They found some sort of treasure at the end of all this year, or at least, you know, proof that there is treasure there. Spoiler alert. Oh god. No. Then again, I like treasure shows. Whoa, you're not supposed to come up that way. You're supposed to just sit in between those two tanks and let me shoot you. And unfortunately, my gun is not coming into play here because my shots don't even want to hit him. Like, there we go. All I had to do was sigh a little bit and it worked. I was trying to trade shots with him because while he has more DPM, I'm able to out-alpha him just by a hair. But luckily, it didn't matter too much because we were ahead by quite a bit. Which I got part of your message that you wrote there. I'm guessing you can feel that Levi needed a biscuit. The message field for Fussbot, it's I don't even know how many characters. I'd probably say it's about 50 to 60 characters long. It's not gigantic, but thank you very much for tipping him again because he's pretty happy. So, but decent little battle here. Let me, alright, we have a tortoise request. Ah, very nice, Sean. Yes, they are, Victor. Alright, I just did a grind, so let me get to the E25 here. Hey, little buddy. Which I mentioned it earlier in the stream. For anybody interested in tank books, I just posted a link there. Goes to the World of Tanks website. Chieftain, he actually wrote a book and it just got released. You can basically pre-order it and it's coming out, I believe, before Christmas. It's called Can Openers. To where earlier in the year, Wargaming reprinted a book called Firepower. Honeycutt wrote that years ago about, you know, American heavy tanks, basically the evolution of the tanks over the years. This has to do with American tank destroyers. More or less the same format, it's just based on US tank destroyers instead of heavies. Yes, I'm scouting here in an E25, but because I don't get spotted, I should do a pretty decent job. Daisy, that might have actually just given me away here. If I get spotted here by the Fury, I'll be furious. that was really cheesy. this point I kind of had to stay still and hope for the best. Rake in all that assist damage 100 at a time. But it seems like a pretty interesting book. I haven't been able, he sent out, I probably should have asked to kind of see it. He sent out like a draft of it for people to kind of look over in a thread that I read on the forums, and you know, everyone that got a copy at least seemed to feel that it's a pretty good book compared to what what Firepower put out. Like, there's a ton of information. It's not like skewed in any way. A lot of it's like technical stuff, but it's interesting for anyone that's likes those kind of things. We should kill this Scorpion G. I would definitely shoot at him, but I know that I'll be spotted. And at this point, I really wish that I could shoot at him, because I could have... There we go. Thank you. Could have killed him by now. Still don't think he's going to spot me here, but there is a possibility. As long as my team stays ahead here. It's just we have a Leo right now that he's kind of out on his own. I'll keep spotting, but at some point I might have to move, just because if there's nothing, you know, nothing else for me to really spot over here and make worthwhile, then I have to do something else, which... Crap. Come on. Lord. I should have been able to hit him. I waited too long. I should have shot him when I had a kind of a worse shot, but it would have given me a couple, oh Lord, a couple other shots there, which I'm actually gonna back my butt up. Oh God, I'm spotted now. I just gotta grin and bear this. Go. Ooh, nope, I'm gonna die. Maybe. Maybe not. I got about 4 more seconds. I was not expecting the KV2, KV5, IS. They have a lot of people over there. A lot of people. Not just, not like a few. I thought they had a lot less over on this side. Kind of underestimated them. Unfortunately now, we're in a pretty tight spot. I'm gonna get myself over to a different area here. Should be able to shoot from over here. Maybe. We'll see. I'm not too sure, to be honest. Fortunately, I cannot pen the KB5. That's nice to know now. Our T-28's kind of unfortunately stuck out there. I would not have done that though. He just pushed out of cover. Not that he was in the best of cover, but he just took a few shots in the side there, which I cannot pen him, at least yet. Here I go. That light is definitely gonna get me. If I stayed there any longer, he would have spotted me if I shot. There he is. Ooh, Lord. He just got... maybe he stopped. Trying to stay alive! I'm honestly lucky that I'm alive at this point. I should have died when I first got spotted. I have to be careful because Lorraine's actually still alive. But yeah, I can't pen the KV5. I can pen the IS though, which at this point gonna... okay, there's a KV2. There's a building between me and this KV2, or at least I thought there was a building. Maybe there's not a building. I don't know what the hell's between us. Not him lit, it's just getting this light tank lit up is gonna be a bit of a challenge. Oh Lord. He's coming dangerously close. I gotta hit these mini... or track him. There we go. Thank God. Whew, I fired a lot of shells there and missed a lot of them, but we're still alive. Noob a lot. The way flip coin works, if you accidentally typed more than you actually have as far as Levi biscuits, it'll lock you out for the 30-minute cooldown, unfortunately. Oops. Oh God. I had no worries there. Not at all. He actually just got ammo racked. Or maybe not. I thought I saw a turret pop up. Pretty good match though. 1,000 damage, 3,000 assist. I play the E25 more like a light tank, to be honest, than a TD a lot of the times. Ooh, awesome. That was like a three punch all at once, it looked like. How far into the message? It cut off on the F in before Randall. Which got a mastery badge first class here. Yeah, damage-wise, middle of the pack, but experience-wise, most in the match there. Don't always have to, you know, deal a ton of damage in E25 to be really freaking annoying, which, fortunately, I got the light tank element there. Let me put another almost an ace tanker biscuit in the shop. Thank you very much, guys. I got an SPG up here next. Let me play an M40 actually. After that, I'm going to pop into the AMX 1390, then I'll get to the Tortoise. Thank you, Randall. So it's 45 characters, guys, for anything through the fussbot message. Kind of a strange number, but kind of looking at it here, like I said, basically it's a window that it pops up, and there's no, you can't expand it, can't do anything other than close it or minimize it, to where I can see to where it's probably 45 because there's no other room, or else the other fields won't show up. It does not Kennedy, since it's not a light. However, basically this is like going on like 4+ years ago. Wargaming, you know, they nerfed tank destroyers a ton, and it was somewhat soon after they implemented tier 10 tank destroyers, because when the game first came out, the only tier 10 tanks were at first the Mouse and the IS-7, and then the T-30 heavy tank came into the mix. But basically TDs, they had firepower a tier higher than other tanks, but they also had extremely good camouflage while shooting. They retained a lot of the camouflage after firing, but more or less their camo values were pretty damn good. Lights still beat them out, and they did lose some while moving, but not as much as they do now for some TDs. You know, they still had pretty good camouflage while moving, E25 being one of them, to where they nerfed, you know, TDs across the board except for premium ones. Their V range and camouflage, specifically while moving and also after firing, they nerfed that to where there's a huge problem with tank destroyers basically sitting out in the open shooting at you and you could not spot them. Like, it was ridiculous, because they didn't lose enough camouflage after firing. The E25, I think the FCM, whatever, like the tier 2 or tier 3 French TD, and, you know, there's a couple others still have those old values, which is why, you know, they don't typically sell them. They're mainly reward premium tanks, just because they are broken when it comes to the spotting system in World of Tanks. That was probably one of the better decisions they've made for the game, because it's gonna sound surprising only because the tank is so bad right now. The Object 268, you know, it's pretty much regarded as the worst tier 10 TD in the game right now. I shouldn't have took that shot. Even after they gave it a small little buff. Before they nerfed camouflage values for TDs, the Object 268, its camouflage was so good that you could sit right outside sometimes the minimum spotting distance when you get too close to a tank. You know, you automatically spot them. It could sit, you know, just behind one bush, you know, not even that far away from said bush, fire, and, you know, if you're in a tank, say with even, say, average to slightly above average view range, you could not spot it, even with it firing right next to a bush on you. I still have very clear memories specifically of playing Mountain Pass, which unfortunately I did not aim in all there. I'm missing a lot of shots here. On Mountain Pass, to where it's happened, or it happened more than once to me, to where it was like down to the wire, end of the match, and the enemy had like a Object 704, because it was mainly Russian TDs, and Object 268, you know, sitting in a bush at their base, and you just couldn't see them, and you're just terrified to go around the corner because nobody could spot them, and they would just nail you, and it sucked. Come on, actually hit something here. Awesome. I feel really bad for my team because I missed 2 or 3 shots. This could have been a completely different match here. Yeah, we honestly should have had this, but I missed. Well, yeah, there was the Waffle Tracker E100, but that came, that was actually like 2 or 3 years after this whole fiasco. Oh, God. Where's their E25 going? He's the only shot that they have to get there. I'll take a leap of faith there. I might have hit him. I'll have to see after the battle if I splashed base tank man. They got this though. Yep. Good job, guys. That's how you cap out. Still did over a little 1,000 damage. Well, me complaining a little bit earlier about like starting the game now, it's a little bit of nitpicking, but only because at this point Wargaming should know how to balance their game. But yes, it is still a better spot than where the game was starting out in the first like 2 or 3 years of the game. I did hit him. I actually stunned him twice, so I did hit him the second time. Awesome. And I knocked out one of his tracks, maybe. Or did I just damage it? I think I might have just damaged it, who knows. But I hit him with 19 damage, I think, the second time. I'll take credit for helping. But overall, damage-wise, top 3, but I could have gotten a lot more there. I really like the M43 here. Alright, so let me hop into an AMX 1390. I'd actually really be interested to see if I influence that last little outcome there. Alright, so let me add 300 Levi biscuits to the amount there. Hopefully I can add some more on here before the end of the stream. Which I said it last night during the game of the week when we played Overwatch last night. However, next Tuesday, I'm more or less likely I'm picking up Star Wars Battlefront 2. That comes out next Tuesday for PC. So I may not put up this Sunday a vote. I may just play that come Tuesday. Hopefully some people like Star Wars, but I'm gonna hold off on deciding any of that until the weekend here. Yeah, as far as TDs, they definitely needed the camo, especially firing that nerf. The V range, I get why they did it, because back when they did it, they were trying to kind of keep the game a little bit more rock paper scissory, essentially. To where TDs weren't meant to like push up very far, and even American turret at TDs, they nerf the accuracy very hard to kind of prevent them from playing like heavies too. But in today's game, I kind of see where the V range nerfs, just strictly for being a TD, aren't really justified anymore. So far, so good. I'm trying not to lose any HP if I can help it, though. Actually got teammates that know how to fire. They stopped, pretty far up in the 2 line. However, you still have some shots that way. We have almost all of our tanks over here, too, which I like. I'm not necessarily a fan with pushing on the other flank, because you can come back from having less people on that flank. You can't come back from losing this area here as well. Now, okay, I'm actually not going to want to go up there. I'm kind of holding off on getting it because I just basically need to. I need to figure out if I actually have enough time to start playing another game because I'm still really enjoying Destiny 2. I play that, you know, an hour here or there, like every couple days. I'm actually, for anyone that plays or knows Destiny stuff, I'm technically, like the leveling system, it goes up to, I think, like 305 right now for like your power level. It's called light level, but I'm at like 279, so fairly high up there. But yeah, I just mainly have a blast running around just doing random stuff. Now we gotta worry about this flank. Ooh, no. There's an Oho. And there's a... Why is there a Grill 15? Like, are you freaking kidding me, dude? At least he only freaking damaged my track, but like, what the hell? Oh my god. What the hell is he doing? You're going on my blacklist, like... I see no reason for that guy to have shot me. Unless I'm completely missing something. Is he gonna shoot me again? Honestly, this is one of these matches to where... And by default, this guy's getting on my blacklist too, the mouse. But like, he just literally screwed this entire match for us, because now I'm one-shottable. Honestly, this is, yeah. This is one of the few cases where you'll see me specifically, like, I'm pissed off right now from this guy. Because we're not that far ahead. I know he's probably mad that I'm not, like, pushing out as a light here, but I just fell back from this other flank. It doesn't make sense for me to push on 3, and if you count the Oho, 4 different tanks here. But like, screw that guy. That's the one case where I'll actually send in a report here. He's honestly going on a certain wall on WoT Guru as well. At least we're gonna win this, but it still doesn't make up for the fact that he specifically went out of his way to hunt me down to hit me. Not once, but twice. I was just gonna rush in there and honestly kill the AMX-30 by myself. Now you're on the... Yeah, I'm an idiot too. I don't know why everyone's calling me an idiot, to be honest. Like, I was ready to frickin' rush in on this flank. But nope, I got shot by a Grill 15 on my team. But yeah, I'm the idiot here. There's 3 people on my blacklist. Like, oh my god. You gotta be joking, like... Oh well. Oh Lord. I'm really glad we won this, but would have went a lot smoother had I just had my HP to actually push out on people on that freaking flank. Still ended up with a 3rd class. And go figure, the grill, granted he did more damage than me, but a grill 15, you know, you ended up with 1400 damage and you're alive at the end of the match. Oh lord. But anyway, yeah, 52 people witnessed it at least, but yeah, it's just, he's forever gonna be immortalized on for being a douchebag. Anyway, let's move along here to the tortoise. Now that my blacklist has grown to what? It's bigger than honestly I would like to admit. 832 people. I'm getting to almost the 1,000 mark here. Oh my god. I'm really glad I don't get angry at things. Well, it is kind of true. You know, later at night I do come across more people that it's not even honestly say casual players, or you know, I mainly find that, like, I hate to say people in clans because it's not just, you know, people in clans doing it, but I find it's people that play World of Tanks a lot and say take the game somewhat serious, whether, you know, they focus a ton on clan wars or something, but those are typically the people I find that are extremely angry with the game. I don't know why you know, would play a game that much if you're angry at that and go out of your way to try to ruin someone else's time. So I'll probably throw a party at 1,000. If I remember when I hit 1,000 people on my blacklist, I'll do something special. I honestly think there is still a cap on your contact list to where I think 1,000 is it. I think somebody I saw posted a picture of that they had to start deleting people because they hit the 1,000 mark. But at least they're not in this match. The only reason I could see that person getting angry is if they thought as a light I should have been on that other flank. I would have honestly I would have done one clip in the beginning and then I would have had to run away because I was going to die out there. So it wouldn't have changed anything. Instead, I pushed that flank I did very early on, got a ton of spots for my team. The Grill 15 included, he was the one shooting the things I was lighting. So I kind of failed to see where, you know, I was doing anything wrong there. Even if I was, honestly, I never think that you should shoot somebody. I know some people will retaliate and shoot people shooting them. I don't even shoot blue players unless they're specifically shooting me or a teammate. But that's just, you know. That's how I deal with team killers. Now, accidentally shooting people, I'll do that from time to time. But I truly do it accidentally. Or at least that's what I'll admit. Honestly, I almost wish that girl would have killed me, but only because that probably would have turned him blue. But yeah. These guys. It's a possibility, noob a lot. This is not really the best spot for me here. Their arty's hitting me too, but if I stay here, I have a feeling that we'll win this flank in the next minute. Unless these TDs cause too much of a problem. Actually, hello, Stuart. Nice to see you. Risk. I lost some HP there, but I feel like that was worth it. Okay. Thank you very much, Labobo, for the tip. Seems to be an off night for a lot of us here. I wish that Patriot was still up where he was last time. Right, I'm not gonna move there. He didn't do any HP damage there, he just stunned me. My team's doing fine here, to where I'm perfectly content just keeping these two people preoccupied. They got 2 TDs in the base. Otherwise, they have 2 people in the town, to where, looking at the numbers we have, we should be fine. But now that the T-54 is pushing up, I'm inclined to help him. I just have to... I gotta work my way over to the right, because if I stay out here, I'm always gonna be able to get hit by arty, but it looks like they're gonna fall back here. At least the Centurion 7. I think he's gonna head here to get shots on them. As far as marathons for me, I'm not like keeping track of them at all, but yeah, but that just, I already own all the non-black stuff to where I don't care if it's a different color. Nor do I think I'll ever be playing, say, one premium tank, you know, time after time again to, say, train a crew or grind out credits, just because I have, you know, so many of them at this point. Very nice. Team played this very well, though. We had a little bit of a hiccup in the beginning on our flank here, at least. You know, the enemy pushed it pretty well, but we didn't all run away. We just pulled back a little bit, regrouped, and kind of winged it till it was in our favor. Okay, so up after this, got the T95. That'll probably be my last request here, which I forgot to... Uh-oh. And I 0 damage crit him. I forgot to switch my... Here. But that's going to be the last request I do, because I'm going to do T95, and then after that, I'm going to do 2 more grind matches, hopefully, and that'll be it for tonight. Visa, MasterCard, American Express, PayPal. Wargaming accepts them all, I believe. How did you know I was looking at you? This dog is just so obsessed with his treats now. I'm glad he likes them now, since we had to switch him to just eating salmon. Salmon and krill. Alright, Mastery Badge 3rd class. Yeah, not a ton of damage, but I did what I had to do there. I wasn't going to make it to the town in time, so I lost credits because I use a premium med kit because you lose so many crew members on this. He was so ecstatic today when I was since I'm doing Thanksgiving dinner because it's my mom and sister's birthday. My mom's in a few days, my sister's next week, to where we don't do Thanksgiving because most of us work in the restaurant, as far as me, my brother, my dad, and Ryan on Thanksgiving Day. But I was making like giblet gravy today, and he's staring at me like I want some, and I threw him. I cut a carrot in half and gave it to him. He was like the happiest thing in the world. For very messy though. There's still carrot all around the house, but he was so happy for maybe like 15 minutes. See you, Lobobo. Thanks for the tips tonight and the platoon matches. Hope I'll see you in the morning. But yeah, my next stream will be tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. To 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. If anyone, say you guys can't catch the stream, feel free. If you're on Discord, you can still tank request on there in that channel. Where if you watch a replay of the stream, that's always an option. Thank you, Andrew, for tipping Levi. Yeah, now that every one of my World of Tanks streams is 3 hours long, I always have plenty of time. He's gonna find that within like a minute. I always have plenty of time for request. Excuse me. Yep, he got it already. We have so many people at the base that I don't even feel bad for going this side. I'm going to this side because I get sick and tired when I'm in a tank with armor going to the other flank and just getting, pummeled. I'm gonna get pummeled over here. I'm staying high because I don't necessarily think that I need to go down there if there's just a Centurion 7. And he's actually high up here. Perfectly fine getting shot here, but I can't dilly-daddle too much here. Of course there's a Scorpion G. There he is. Keep shooting at me, guys. I really don't care. He drove right in front of my gun there. They're trying their best. The Type 59 shooting HE at me. Surprised that he's not damaged yet, but come on, come on. There we go. Be very nice though. I've got plenty of people around me that can help. They're gonna try to flank me now. You guys can help. He's like, shit. But I'm not too worried when I'm in a T95 and I'm top tier. I'll gladly take a pounding for my team. And we should be fine, as long as, like, our Artie, I don't know how our Artie died. If he died because he didn't move, that's his fault, but... crap. Problem I have here now is... my gun is damaged. There we go. But I'm waiting for this defender to move up. Now they're hitting that Centurion. Yag Tiger's out. They're all still trying to hit me though. Honestly, I'm not blocking a lot of damage for a T95 match, but a lot of the shells that are hitting me or splashing me are HE. But I'm definitely doing my fair share's worth of... That missed. Come on, you guys got him. I don't want to have to turn just in case I get hit from elsewhere. But I'm definitely soaking up all their arty hits. Or arty shots. Kidding me. Time to go back to the base though. Maybe I can hit this Oni. I would hope that I can hit this Oni. I thought they might have tried to flank me, but I think they're afraid to because there were still people sitting behind me. They would have been able to get another shot on me, but how you play a T95 though. You don't sit and hide in a corner or sit at long range and don't take shots for your team. You get your butt out there. Like, it might suck sometimes, you might get flanked or, you know, something bad happens, or a direct hit from already right in your engine deck, but, you know, you're playing a tank with insane amounts of frontal armor. You better be up in the fight somehow. Otherwise, you know, you're better off picking a different tank line. Same thing with the T110E3. Like, definitely don't dive in there, you know, guns a-blazing if it doesn't make sense. But, you know, you still want to play moderately aggressive. I am surprised a TD didn't come out of, you know, the woods there and started calling me like a camper or, you know, team killing me in the back there for screwing up going to a wrong flank. Got a Mastery Badge 3rd class, Steel Ball Award. Yeah, most amount of damage. I'm kind of surprised by that. I thought, you know, damage-wise, I was a little lacking. Second most amount of experience. That guy, you know, 2 tiers lower was doing damage to higher tiers. And yeah, I blocked 3,000 damage, but honestly, it was much more than that because I received 27 hits. You know, 22 bounced and or were HE shots, but, you know, a lot of that damage didn't show up because it was HE. That was just doing, like, Type 59 was hitting me for, like, 30 damage a shot, and I was fine with doing that. I was continually pushing into them. They were losing ground to where I spotted that Scorpion G that was sitting far back there. That's one thing to where when I say, oh great, my team didn't take enough of the map or enough of this flank, to where if you get to a point on a map to where your tank destroyers or people camping, whether you like them doing it or not, they're not able to sit behind you and not get spotted while firing, you're usually kind of screwed if you get to that point, to where that's what I was trying to do. I was just trying to push straight up there. You know, they can shoot me all they want, but they're getting spotted, my team's shooting them, and we won. Had I went low there, that actually would have opened up them being able to flank me easier. Don't think they would have been able to do it, but it would have definitely reduced my chances of actually pushing that flank like I wanted to. Anyway, time for a completely different tank here, and I'm probably gonna get derped here. But up after this, I'll start a raffle, and I'll hop into the 1390. Maybe I'll get one more match in this as well. We'll see how the matches go here. Not a good start. Okay, Mr. Poodle. Are we sure we want to do that? Gonna go with him. He's my tier 6. Guess he didn't fire again. He's still there. Alright. I'm just really afraid of going over here and spotting one of these tanks with a howitzer gun. Crap, why are you aiming at me? Aim at the poodle. Guess nobody wanted this flank though, so... Still up by 3, it's just... If they actually pushed, we'd be in some trouble. Come on guys. I'm just gonna give you one friendly ping there. They're not able to hit anybody except for, like, they might be able to hit the KV2, but very, lord. Good. Mainly him. Up and an M8. Crap. Crap. Be spotted anymore. Usually the M... maybe he's using the top turret. Usually they don't have a lot of V range, so... Actually a guy right here. We got this now. Not the sexiest of matches, but 3 kills, 500 damage. Hopefully I can add on a little bit more here. Don't hit me. Aiming at somebody else. Base. It was kind of funny with that Luke's being there. Uh-oh, nope, I'm not gonna get out of this. Dodged the first shot. The M2 still kicking now. Take that, meathead. Uh-oh. Do I give up? No, I don't. I was throwing APCR at you. Almost 1,000 damage and 500 assist, plus 6 kills on top of that. So, maybe a little bit better match than I thought there. Got a little bit at the end. I thought I was done for. Got a Master Badge First Class. So yeah, that little bit in the last like 45 seconds bumped me up a notch. Not too bad at all. Let me add, got one more battle, maybe 2 actually. That was quicker than usual. Let me add another thing to the shop. Get onto the 1390. As far as the grind goes, still just around 100,000 experience left. Hey, haven't seen Paris yet today. What the hell, Google? They deleted the thing again. That's strange that they do that. Huh. But, be able to add a few more on here. Honestly, if you ever see the message, I don't know if it says message deleted by Google moderator team on your guys' end. If you ever see that though, and it was like something that wasn't like offensive or anything, just repost it and it should stick from the looks of it. It looks like there's some sort of bug in auto chat mod, or not mod, but you know what I mean. Hello, Nikolai, nice to see you. It's going well. How are you doing? Oh, I was trying to grind a little bit there. Oh, come on. Got him. Oh my god. Not that that was, you know, something big miss, but I wanted to hit him when he flipped himself. The problem I've got here, that leopard's finding out. He's gonna keep us spotted, which is if they push any further in the south there, they're gonna be able to hit us. There we go. Nice. Yeah, I guess with the time zone difference, yeah, it's about that time. Well, hopefully the school day goes well for you. Right. This 1, 3, 2, or yeah, he's still here. Oh Lord, I screwed that up. Ooh, actually, nope, I gotta go over here. Come on, I wanted him to chase me. I see their 2 TDs are not to where they can hit me. Which, everyone, oh god. This is gonna be close here. Our support ran from behind us, so... What are you doing, dude? Don't do that. No, 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 no. What's it with people shooting me on my team in this tank? I know he didn't mean to. Outstarted last time. 0 damage, track hit. Okay, you're an English tutor? It's still teaching. Oh, I stopped right there for him. And so I always forget time zones, the differences between, like, I know some people watch, or you know, people watch me from all over the place, but mainly it's either UK, Russia, then you have South Korea and India and Australia too. I try my best to keep, you know, kind of track of the time so I can say, like, you know, either good morning or you know, stuff like that. Hard though. We just switched from daylight savings here, and I'm still catching up, honestly. I'm waking up like an hour past that I actually want to, since the clock's all changed here. Pretty good match here in the 1390, 3,348 damage. I couldn't imagine like I could see myself like teaching like cooking and stuff, but I couldn't see like teaching like something regular. Like Ryan, she does high school math. Got a mastery badge first class here again. So yeah, added on a little bit more for this last raffle here. Second most amount of experience, most amount of damage here. Pretty nice battle here. So I'm gonna do one more here. Whoops. Way. Just fixing the chatbot shop here. Lives by wintertime. I could see for, you know. Honestly, I honestly hate the whole daylight savings thing. It throws you off so much for, you know, for at least me, at least a week or two. But I'm gonna start a raffle here. Thanks Andrew for posting that. I'm gonna add, just because, you know, I'm running out of time here, I'm gonna add, feel free to keep posting the plus 100 LBs. I'm gonna add what was posted the last battle, basically the same amount. So we're gonna have 1,300 Levi biscuits here. Yeah, Vertic. Basically every hour when I stream, give or take, you know, a battle or so, we do raffles. All you have to do is type !raffle and you're entered to win. With that, you know, the base amount I usually give out is 500 Levi biscuits, but for those people that are YouTube sponsors here, they have a little custom emoji to where if I have like a Master Badge First Class, Ace Tanker match, you can jack up basically the pot each hour for the raffle. Found a bishop. Unfortunately, I can't stay out this said bishop. I would have stayed out a little bit longer, but keep him spotted a little bit longer in the hopes that my team actually shoots him. Come on, Artie. Our M41 is able to reach him. Like, really? Nobody? Got a freaking T67, of course. I like this spot, but it's gonna turn bad here quick since we didn't hit their Artie. And I got a second Artie shooting me here. KV1 pushing over. Yeah, this Artie's honestly gonna be the one that kills me. Yep. Oh well. Let me hop into another battle here, because that was very lackluster. But, yeah. Go figure, the LEF, I hate playing against that thing. There's a reason why they don't sell it. Which I actually forgot. I'm actually grinding this tank too. How could I forgot all about the AMX-30 here. So this will be my last battle here. Can't believe I forgot that I'm playing the AMX-30. Maybe Randall. Okie dokie. Oh, I'm gonna head to. Actually, I'm not sure. I might push it a little too hard if I push down to G1, but we'll see. This encounter is a little bit different with the spawn spots. I think I'm still gonna go for it. Just your turret front's decent on this, but compared to the tier 10, the cupola is very large on the tier 9 AMX-30. Ever since they buffed them, yeah, these are pretty, you know, they lack a little bit of penetration, but I think that the changes that they did to the AMX-30 and 30B have gone over pretty well. Now my team, granted their tank destroyers, stopping there is a little bit troubling. There's no artillery, so getting the little slope here is a lot safer than it might seem, but as long as we don't let them up here. But my whole team, unfortunately, stopped dead in its tracks. So this is not good. Come on, team. This is what we're not supposed to be doing. Like, you're camping harder than I think I've ever seen a side camp here. Oh lord. And a JPZ 100 is pushing. Kidding me, people. This is gonna be bad. But what choice do I have right now? Like, we have like literally my whole team behind me, which I might die early here too if I can't kill this T10. Thank you. It's like, holy crap, like I still don't think I'm gonna make it out of this, but only hope is this ISU is not gonna pop up and the Strep 103 is there. Oh well. Well, congratulations Dead Kennedy for winning the raffle. This is my last battle though. I can't stream any later here because I'll be back tomorrow at 8 AM. So basically 9 hours from now I'll be back streaming. But hopefully we win this. We're up by 2 tanks, but I don't know why that many of my teammates, I can't even get to them because it doesn't want me to see what they're doing. I don't know why they all stop there. Like, I get the tank destroyers, but the other ones, not so much. So yeah. I kind of said to myself that was a possibility of that happening, but oh well. But anyway, thanks again for watching, guys. It was a pretty fun stream here. The beginning started out a little bit slow, but we kind of powered through it, platooning together here. But thank you again, guys, for the tips, also for the subscription. I'll see some of you guys tomorrow morning. Otherwise, like I said, if you're on Discord for the stream here, if you watch the replays of the stream and you might not be able to catch early streams, feel free to whatchamajig, pop. I'm failing here. Pop a tank request into the Discord. There we go. Sorry. words are not working because I'm trying to get an invite if anyone is, you know, isn't on Discord and wants to pop in it. But feel free to, you know, request tanks for early streams if you can't make them. Otherwise, see you guys. You know, next nighttime stream I have will be coming up this Sunday, starting at 8 p.m. But otherwise, see you guys. Good night. Good day for some of you. Have a nice one. See you next time, hopefully.